Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to Retro Ranking, where we concentrate more on songs than albums. And today we're going to look at Bryan Ferry, the lead singer of Roxy Music, but he also had a really pretty good solo career as well. So, Bryan Ferry, CBE, born 26th of September 1945. Great singer of Roxy Music. Bryan Ferry, David Bowie influenced a lot of people. Pete York described Ferry as an art object that should hang up in the Tate. Started his solo career when he released These Foolish Things. Some cover of lots of songs. I think it's really good. It has great people playing for me, and I do like Bryan Ferry. I've got a really good 3 CD, but well, it's on my iPod now. But I had a 3 CD box set of Bryan Ferry of songs that he did with both Roxy Music and his solo stuff, and it's brilliant. Really like playing that. So here are my 10 favourite songs by Bryan Ferry. So at number 10, this one comes from 1988 and it got released as a single. Only got to number 41 and it is Kiss and Tell. Now I like this because at the start of it, you get this typewriter and then you get the lovely, smooth, soulful voice of Bryan and the guitar. Absolutely brilliant. It should have done better, because there was some really naff stuff in 88 and this is one of the better ones, and that's probably why it didn't do well, because it was too good. Okay, number 9. Go to 1989, 85 now, and the album Boys and Girls, and the title track Boys and Girls. I think this is a great vocal from Bryan. I love the atmosphere on this. The saxophone solo bit is good. We've got another nice guitar solo on it. It's just a real interesting tune. A little bit different for me, I suppose, but I just love it. Okay, number 8. A single, top 10 in 1986. It's the brilliant Slave to Love. Just love this track. Well, it's got such a great voice as Bryan, and it's just one of the best songs for me from 1986. It's not got too much of that 80s production. It's got a really nice guitar solo on it. It's an excellent track. Okay, at number 7, we're going to go back to 1976 now on the Let's Stick Together album. And there's plenty of covers to come now. And this is a cover of the Everly Brothers, The Price of Love. I like this. It's got some trumpet in it. It's got some... It's a little bit different. He really does a great version of this song. Puts his twist on things. And the vocal is fantastic. Okay, number 6 is another cover, but this one's from 1974. And it got to number 17 in the charts. And it's his version of the Platters song, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. I mean, I love this song. My mum loved the Platters. And I listened to a lot of it in my youth, and this is just a beautiful song, and Bryan absolutely does it justice. Fantastic version of it. His soulful voice, it just sounds so good on it. Okay, number 5. Go to 1978 and the Bride Strip Me Bare album, and of course this is one of my favourite songs, and it features the late Herbie Flowers as well, and it made it into my top 10 of great songs with Herbie playing on it, and it's She Walked in the Room. I love this. It's sort of a chamber music thing, but it's that awesome bass and now Herbie that makes it such a brilliant song. Okay, number 4, another single from 1978 now, only got to number 37, and it's Sign of the Times. Now I remember this coming out, and I remember it on Top of the Pops. I thought, this is a really good song. I really enjoyed it. I was really into that sort of thing back in the 70s, and I thought it was a great vocal from Bryan and a great guitar piece on it, and why it didn't get higher I don't know, but it was a really good track. Okay, coming in number 3. Now, this is a track that he released as a single in 2002. Didn't chart. And it's a thing called A Fool for Your Love. I think this is probably one of his best singles in a long time. It's a wonderful song, a great vocal from Bryan, a lovely composition, but it didn't do a carrot. It's a shame because it's a great song. Okay, number 2 from 1973. Probably his first real big hit as a solo artist. It's a cover and it got to number 10 and it's Bob Dylan's A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. And I think this is a great interpretation of this Bob Dylan song. I think he really brought it to life. I mean, the original's fab, but Bryan did his take on it and it was a big hit. I remember this. It's a fantastic song. Okay, my number 1 is a cover song. It got to number 4 in the 76, one of his biggest solo hits, and it's Let's Stick Together, which is an old tune written by Wilbur Harrison in 62. It's sort of been called Let's Work Together, Canned Heat Done It. But it's great. I love the saxophone on it. I mean, I love the song, doesn't matter what it's called or who does it. I think this is just, his vocals on this are terrific. I just love this song, always have. Remember this in the chart, and I'll remember it more for that fantastic sax solo. So there we go. There are 10 of my favourite tracks, but as usual, we've got some honourable mentions that come in. So the first one is from 1999, believe it or not, and it did chart at number 89, and it's his version of the classic American Songbook song As Time Goes By. I've heard lots of versions of this. Rod's done one. I think Alison Moyet's done one. And Bryan's done one. And Bryan's is beautiful. He's got such that soulful voice. It really works. It's a fabulous version of it. Okay. My next 2 are actually a single. One's the A side and one's the B side. So the first one is the A side, and it's from 1978. Only got to 67. And it's the brilliant What Goes On. Absolutely brilliant. I think it's a little bit of that Rolling Stones sound. I love the guitar riffs on this, and Bryan sings it so well. I just don't understand why this didn't get any higher, because it is a really strong song from Bryan Ferry. And my last one today is the B-side, and it's Casanova. Another great song. I love the drumming on this and the saxophone. I like the saxophone on Bryan Ferry songs. It's a hidden gem, this is. It's such a great song. So there we go. There's a little bit of Bryan Ferry. He should have been more successful as a solo artist. He's got one of the greatest voices of the 70s. Doesn't matter if it's singing on a Roxy Music song or a solo, it's just a terrific voice from Bryan. Okay, that's all for today. Tomorrow is marathon ranking day, and this is a viewer's request, and this is probably the most toughest, and I'm going to be quite honest, the one I didn't enjoy. But I'm a trooper and I've gone through it, and you're going to find out what I think of the Swans tomorrow. It may upset a few people, but it's how I hear it. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. The sun's trying to come out again. It's a shame because it was so nice when I started recording today. So have a great day, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.